Hello Leo, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy bringing you your October 2024 mid-month general reading. We're looking at the second half of October here. I hope everyone's doing well. Thanks so much for taking the time to be here. You're part of the blessing and the gift it is to be able to create these videos, so thank you for taking the time to watch them. So, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Leo. This video is for you. Cross-watchers, if you're cross-watching for Leo, this video is also relevant and important to you. If you know any or all of your other signs, your sign placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, watch those videos as well for additional insight. It's a general reading. It might resonate a little differently for everyone. Take what resonates for you, leave the rest behind. And if something really does hit home for you and you'd like to take a deeper look at it and perhaps reach out for a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else, or you simply resonate with the reading style, if you're interested, you can email me at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. You can see that contact information by clicking the description of this video. I'd love to hear from you, and I can usually get back to you quickly, the same day or within 24 hours with more information. I do offer lots of different choices for reading options in all areas of life, different types, lengths, costs, styles, spreads. There's a little something in there for everyone, and I'm quite focused and diligent on the timely scheduling of personal readings. So if you're interested, email me. Okay, Leo, let's see what the second half of October 2024 is bringing for you. For those of you who like to know, there's always some who like to know, I am using the Royal Deluxe Tarot and clarifying with the Gilded Tarot. We begin with the Ten of Swords. Time to move on. It may have been a period of difficulty, even of betrayal. There may be a realization that something is done, something is gone, or it's just not going to be what you want it to be. There might be betrayal and disappointment with that. And it's a general reading, so the intensity may vary. But tens numerically in the tarot represent a cycle completion or full achievement. So here we've come to the realization that, something isn't going to be what we wanted it to be. Nice progression here, because then we have the Six of Swords, which is a card of leaving it behind. Transitional energy, you're not quite to the other shore and on solid ground yet, but it's a card of healing. Leaving the past behind you and moving forward. There's kind of a sense here, Leo, of letting go of the old. And not just letting go of the old in terms of moving away physically from the experiences, but also mentally and emotionally too. Letting go of baggage, moving forward, you don't want to take that with you. Letting go of the bitterness and the disappointment. Don't look at whatever it was you gave that you didn't get your expectations met. Don't look at it as a waste. You're different, you've grown, you've learned, and it's time to move on. Next, we have Judgment. There's an opportunity. This is a major crossroads card. There's an opportunity here. There's an opportunity to make choices and decisions and to take accountability and responsibility for yourself that could potentially change your whole life path. It's a very profound decision making for your future. With justice, reaping what you sow, fair, ethical. There's a chance to make a choice here to move forward and put your life path on a different trajectory. Judgment and justice, they both speak of making choices and taking accountability and responsibility for our actions, both what we do moving forward and the part we've had to play in everything leading up to this. And there's a significant energy here, Leo, about balancing the heart with the head, because if this were an actual, legal decision, this would be a decision that the judge would need to make by balancing both the facts and clear facts and clear logic with the morals and ethics and compassion, and offering a chance of a redemptive path. So there's a chance here to move forward. There's a chance to put something behind you, I'm seeing. something which has been a source of dissatisfaction, or you're now disillusioned, seeing something in a different way. There's a chance here, a chance to put it behind you and move forward, both in the decisions you make as to the direction you're moving forward in, and also, there's a certain amount implied here about taking responsibility and being accountable for the part that you've had to play in the path leading up to now as well. It's kind of like, I've been in this unhealthy relationship for a long time, but there's still caring, there's still a history, but I've allowed certain things to continue and I've chosen to stay. Maybe it's time to move on, or I have a clear opportunity to move on. So this is about making a choice for a better future, while you're accepting responsibility and being accountable for your part in it leading up to this, but also moving forward and saying now is time to go forward. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. Take the lessons with you, but not the bitterness. Next, we have the Emperor, the big boss, the head honcho. It might represent a specific person, an older male or a very well-established senior person. For others of you, it can just represent bossing up, and again, making decisions that are best for everyone involved, making the decisions that's best from a moral and ethical point of view, as well as a practical point of view, taking responsibility for that as well. With the Six of Cups, a card of history, nostalgia. Some of you, this is an actual specific person. It might be an Aries, because Aries is attached to the sign of the Emperor, with whom you have a history. And it's time to move forward now. It may be that this is somebody who's calling you on the carpet and telling you, to, be as transparent and honest as possible so that you can move forward in a new direction. It may be that there's a temptation in all of this energy about owning everything that you need to own and making decisions to move forward on a new path. There may be but needing to leave stuff behind. There may be an energy here of looking at the past of this situation, looking at the history through rose-colored glasses, but needing to, which is fine, but also needing to balance that strongly with a strong element of, what's the truth of the situation? What are the facts? What are the logic, right? What's the reality of the boots on the ground situation? Because one of the things that holds us back from letting go of something that we need to let go of and moving forward is we look at it only through the lens of what is good, right? Those rose-colored glasses, or what it could be, or the potential and possibility, and not all the other things that have happened as well. We got two cards here. I'm going to take them both. From the bottom of the deck, representing overall energy and focus. For the second half of October, Leo, we have both the King of Wands and the King of Coins, or Pentacles, the King of Fire and the King of Earth here. So that's central. So there's a person here. I mean, it might be, this might be a two-party situation, right? Meaning that it might be, the King of Wands could be you because it's fire, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. It could be another fire sign. And then we have Earth here, which is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They're both showing up as males, but general reading could be female as well. This might be a third-party situation for some of you. Either somebody's been unfaithful to you, or has decided to go off with somebody else, or you've maybe decided to do that, or you're stuck in the middle of a three-party situation where a choice, a decision has to be made. There, you may have to choose between two people. For others of you, it represents one specific relationship, because that King of Wands and the King of Earth is a relationship between you and another person, regardless of the gender or the sign here. Some of you are in a third-party situation where you're going to have to, a romantic situation where you're going to have to choose between two people. And the Ten of Swords is, can represent that sort of betrayal, disappointment energy as well, but it is time to move on. Some of you, there's a new opportunity coming in here, either from a new love and romance interest for a very sticky third-party situation where you need to choose, or somebody that you're already in a relationship with, or that could be coming in and they're making you some kind of, I mean, it may be, you know, taking the relationship to another level, a serious level. There may be some reluctance here because you've been hurt in the past, you know, you have doubts. Fundamentally, again, I see this as a very pivotal crossroads moment in time, Leo, for you, where the decisions you make here are going to set the path in front of you for good or for not good. You know, you can move forward on a new path or stay stuck in some way. You know, there's this sense of, okay, the trial is over, you're at the crossroads. It's all about what you do from here on out that's going to really set the stage moving forward. Be careful not to look at situations which are no longer serving you with rose-colored glasses, so that you might be tempted to stay in a situation where it's time for you to go. Let's take a look at that overall energy, that overall focus of the King of Wands and the King of Coins or Pentacles. In this deck, the earth is coins, represented by the symbol of coins. In the Gilded Tarot, it's represented by pentacles. So, King of Fire, King of Earth. I don't believe this. So, we have the King of Coins, King of Wands, we have the King of Pentacles, and the King of Wands again. Oh, I gotta pick up all of these and show you. King of Fire and Earth, clarified by the King of Fire and Earth. The Lovers and the Hanging Man. Well, it's definitely going to require the temporary sacrifice that the Hanging Man will, just to get a clear and different perspective. We have the Lovers here, which speaks of a karmic relationship, a karmic union. But it's also about, it's about harmony and being in alignment with a partner, but it's also about choices and decisions. Some of you are in the middle of a really tricky, emotional, third-party situation where a decision needs to be made to choose between two people. One of whom, I think the fire sign, or whoever's manifesting as the King of Wands or the Emperor, one of which you already have a history with. For others of you, I mean, it's, you know, you can apply most of this to, I mean, you can apply the same energy to career, work, and finance, but to be perfectly honest, I'm not picking that up. Right now, I'm just picking up relationship energy. For others of you, it might not have anything to do with a third-party situation, but it's about a relationship that has come to this pivotal crossroads, needing to make a choice with the Lovers and Judgment, needing to make a choice that could potentially change your life path, right? And overcome a lot of, you know, disappointment or hurt or dissatisfaction or a lack of fulfillment, you know, in this area of your life previously. But there's a portion of you that are going to have to make a difficult decision to walk away from someone else in order to do this. Someone else that you have a history with, someone else that you have love and caring for, and possibly them for you. But it's not going anywhere, and it isn't going to go anywhere. And Spirit's presenting you with a new path, a new opportunity here. Either way you look at it, this is pivotal choice time. Let's take a look at the Ten of Swords and the Six of Swords. Strength and the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is letting go of a heavy burden that you simply cannot carry anymore. Strength is facing your fears, your doubts, your insecurities, the part that you've had to play in it as well. But it also says that you have the courage and resilience to deal with this and to move forward. Again, strong energy about letting something go, about moving away from it. Queen of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius here, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. And we have the King of Wands. So I feel like there's a couple here that already has a history, but it might be time to move on. There's a new opportunity in front of you. It may be a new love and romance opportunity. that opens up more possibility and potential for you. It could be, again, some of you, it's third-party situation. The tricky part here is that we've got, King and Queen of Wands, which is fire, which is your sign, and then an earth sign, right? So some of you, it's still a third-party situation. It might be an earth sign and another fire sign, right? Some of you, it's just about one relationship, you with whoever this King of Pentacles represents. Again, it comes down to the same thing. There's an opportunity to move forward on a new path, whether it's saying yes to this person and there isn't anybody else but this person to choose from, or saying no to one person and yes to another person if it's a third-party situation. Either way you look at it, again, pivotal time here. Let's take a look at Judgment and Justice. The Magician, the Knight of Cups. It's up to you what you do. You have the ability to manifest whatever you want. Take the offer, make the offer, which is kind of Judgment and Justice as well. What are you going to do? The Magician says you have everything that you need to manifest what you want. But it's going to require stepping out of your comfort zone, taking a risk, taking a chance to start a whole brand new chapter. Emperor and the Six of Cups. Now, this is a general reading, Leo, so the intensity of this will vary from mild to moderate to quite intense. I feel like for some of you, this is a very intense, scary decision. Scary because it's a life path changing decision with no future itinerary, meaning you're just gonna have to take, if you leave something behind and go on a completely new path, it's taking a chance, taking a risk without knowing the destination, right? It's just all about that journey, and that can be quite nerve-wracking. Let's take a look at the Emperor and the Six of Cups. Again, whether this is just saying yes to one person or no to one person, or having to choose between two people and hurting somebody one way or the other, right? Okay, clarifying the Emperor and the Six of Cups is the Devil. I think the Emperor and or the King of Wands is the other person that you have this history with, and it's got a very, very strong pull on it. Three of Swords. I think they would, they definitely want to keep their Leo. I think that they would definitely be heartbroken about it, and I think that you would be as well, right? It's kind of like there's quite a history here, and even though the relationship may have come to a point where it's time to let it go, there's a lot of history, good times, bad times, and it feels like there's still a lot of caring or even love between the two of you as well, which makes it difficult. The World. We have the World and the Fool both. Major new beginnings and major endings and transitionings into something new. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and we have the Ace of Wands here. I feel like the new beginning is attached to this King of Earth person, male or female, regardless of what their actual sun sign is. And I feel like Spirit here is saying, look, you can stay with this one person out of a sense of history, obligation, and, honoring that history and the love and caring that you share, but spending the rest of your life or relationship with them, dissatisfied and with that deep sense of longing. Or you can take a chance and put yourself on a brand new path, possibly with another person for a lot of you. So it's a tough decision here. And even, again, if it's not a third-party situation, it's just one person that that this is a consideration, it's still a huge decision. So let's end with advice, guidance, feedback from Spirit. And if you have to say, I think in either of these situations, if you have to say no to somebody here, and I think you're for the third party situation, you definitely are. Some of you may say no to this one offer here. That there's a balanced way to do it as well. There's a way to do it honestly and transparently, but and saying these are the facts, this is how I see it, but at the same time balancing that with kindness and compassion, advice and guidance, regardless of how they take it, right? The High Priestess, Judgment again. You're going to have to use your intuition on this one, your gut instinct on this one, as well as kind of balancing with your intellect, which is exactly what judgment means. Judgment is a little different than justice. Justice is more the black and white facts of a situation, right? Judgment kind of involves that, but also a chance at redemption, a chance for a new path, a chance to move forward in a new and different way. So it's about balancing that. The Two of Cups, soulmate, kindred spirit, karmic connection. And for those of you in a third party situation and there's a choice that needs to be made between two people, I feel like both of these people are karmically connected to you, but it feels like whatever you needed to learn and grow and evolve from with one is at an end, and the other one, Spirit, is bringing to you because now it's time that's your karmic partner for the next stage of your life, right? For those of you for whom it isn't a two-party situation, it's using your intuition to know, is this person or is one of these people somebody that I feel very connected with? Because the Two of Cups represents not just chemistry, but it represents a meeting of the minds. Are you in alignment? Do you have the same ideology? Do you share the same vision? Do you share the same moral and ethical foundation? Would you be rowing in the same boat in the same direction towards the same destination, right? Because, and that would prove out in their day-to-day life, right? What do you have to gain? What do you have to lose? We have the Four of Wands and the Ten of Cups here. This is a traditional classic combination for marriage, for actually building a home and a life together, right? Connected, happy, joyful, where you feel like the pieces have finally fallen into place. What do you want versus what you're willing to have to temporarily sacrifice in order to have that? Again, it feels like a tough decision, but a very profound one. Okay, Leo, those are your messages for the second half of October 2024. I hope that for those of you for whom they resonated, that they were helpful, useful, gave you some food for thought, gave you something to think about, or validated what you're already going through or what you're already thinking and feeling. If it did and you'd like to pull the curtain back and take a deeper look, perhaps reach out for a personal reading with me for yourself, or even as a gift for someone else, feel free to email me at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. You can see that contact information by clicking the description of this video. If you resonated with the reading, or if you simply resonated with the reading style and you'd like more information on readings, again, just email me. I'd be delighted to hear from you and even more so to work with you. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the next set of readings, general readings. Until then, stay well, stay safe. Hope to see you back here again soon, and I hope to hear from some of you as well. Bye-bye.